Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Old Fart Ranteth. God bless you, and thank you for watching. Today I'm going to talk about how Satan has been busy, planting evidence to help heathen scientists fool people into believing that all life came from a common ancestor that lived in the sea millions of years ago. He's cooked up a fake fossil of a fish with primitive limbs to make it look like something that could have crawled up on land to live, and he planted it in the Arctic, exactly where the gullible God deniers thought it would be. Unlike any real fish, it has a neck, upper and lower arm bones, a wrist, and lungs. And the stupid scientists fell for it, hook, line, and sinker, pardon the pun. This clever hoax by the devil is what science calls a transitional fossil, which they use to spread their lies about evolution. They even gave it a name, Tiktaalik. Stupid name, too. Here's what the phony fossil looks like. These so-called scientists say that many of the muscles, nerves, and bones allowing me to talk to you right now, and many of the muscles, nerves, and bones that allow you to hear me correspond to gill structures in fish, and that we share more than half of our DNA with them too. It doesn't even look like a fish. It looks like they just found an old shoe or something. Whatever it is, it obviously came from Satan's kitchen in the bowels of hell. There's no such thing as a transitional fossil. That's what Ken Ham says, and he runs a real museum in Kentucky. Anybody who's ever read the Bible knows that God created all the fish, birds, and animals during the same week, not millions of years apart. Besides, if we all came from fish and monkeys, how come we still have fish and monkeys? Let's see the Darwin-loving atheists explain that. But the blasphemous scientists still have the nerve to defend their phony find just because they predicted that this so-called transitional fossil not only would have existed, but that it would be found in a specific part of the world, in specific geological layers of a specific age, which is why they looked for it in that exact spot. Stupid scientists with their theories and evidence. Everybody knows the Earth is only a few thousand years old. They don't even know that. And if that wasn't bad enough, these God-hating fools are claiming that the only reason they were able to dig it up is because the Arctic has melted due to climate change. Another big lie science is trying to sell. I'm glad I live in the United States because we have more people that know the truth about the lies of science than any other country in the world. What do they know? They don't even have a constitution written by God like we do. That's why we're number one in everything and they're not. Thank God we have congressmen like Brother Paul Brown from Georgia on the House Science, Space, and Technology Committee to warn us that science is just lies from the pit of hell. We know facts don't mean anything. It's faith in a book of God's wisdom written by unknown men at unknown times, which has been translated multiple times in multiple languages by even more unknown men at unknown times, which proves beyond all doubt that it's 100% accurate history. Otherwise, why would millions of people believe it? Everybody knows that many people wouldn't believe something unless it was true. It says right in Genesis that God created Adam from a handful of dirt and Eve from a leftover bone in the Garden of Eden, which is a real place, using his almighty magical powers. What more proof do you need? Stupid scientists, what do they got? Just a bunch of stupid theories and made-up stuff they try to pass off as evidence. They don't even know when they've been tricked by the master trickster whose job it is to test our faith. And how about those environmentalists whining about global warming and carbon and saving the planet? Look, God gave man dominion over the earth and all the creeps on it. And he doesn't care if we destroy it, because his only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, will be here soon to take us to heaven. So who cares? Those stupid tree-hugging hippies don't even believe in the rapture. How dumb is that? Well, they'll find out soon enough. Until then, praise the Lord and pass the ammunition, because guns and Bibles, that's where it's at.